Hello everyone, you are highly welcome into this tutorial. We are going to be solving this question on the board, and I believe some of us can actually do it already. So now please put the solution in the comment section. So let's see what you have. Let other people learn from your knowledge. Okay, so now for those of you that cannot solve it, so can we do it together? Yes, let's do it together and see. But in this case, this type of question should naturally have six possible solutions. Okay, but here we are going to be looking at the value of x that are real. Okay, so how are we going to get that? And that's what we're going to do now. So now here I have x to the power of 6 minus x to the power of 3 equals 2. So now the reason why I said we should have the possible value we should have is 6 is because the 6 is the highest power of x here. All right, so now we're going to rewrite this as x to the power of 3, then all to the power of 2, because 2 times 2 will certainly give us 6. Then we have this, then x to the power of 3, then equals 2. So now from here, let me take the 2 here to the right hand side or to the left hand side. So this is going to be minus 2, then equals 0. So now from here, there's something I would like to do here. I'm going to use substitution. Substitution in the sense that I have x to the power of 3 here and have x to the power of 3 here. So now can I say let y equals x to the power of 3. So now if y should be x to the power of 3 means anywhere I see x to the power of 3, I'm going to replace it by what? By y. So I'm going to be having y to the power of 2 minus y minus 2 equals 0. So now this led us to quadratic equation in terms of what? In terms of y. Okay, variable y. So therefore from here you need what? You need to keep this because we're going to use it. It's just an introduction to what we are doing. So here we have y. We're going to factorize this in this form. So what's going to be here? You know that if you have minus 2 times plus 1, you're going to have this minus 2. So it means that we should not have problems here. So it means that we're going to have minus 2 and we're going to have plus 1 here. So because minus 2 times 1 is going to give us minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1, we're going to have minus 1 here. There is 1 here being the coefficient of what? Of y. Good. So we factorize this as this. Okay. So now this is zero form equation. So it's either y minus 2 equals 0 or y plus 1 equals 0, or both of them are zeros. Okay. So now if you have this, it means that we're going to have y equals 2 if you transpose this to the right hand side, or we have y equals minus 1 when you transpose plus 1 to the right hand side. So now we have the values of what? The values of y now. But some of you will just stop here, and that is very wrong. Okay, most students do that. So you should know that the value of the variable, okay, that is stated in the main problem is what? Is x. So the y we just introduce what? We just introduce the variable y so that we'll be able to solve for the main variable. So and that's what we did. That's what we did. So you need to recall now that from here y equals x to the power of 3. So which means that if y equals x to the power of 3, so it means that when y equals 2, when y equals 2, so we're going to have 2 to be x to the power of 3, isn't it? So now if x to the power of 3, now here we're going to take the cube root of both sides. If you take the cube root of both sides, you're going to have x is going to be the cube root of 2, or you write it as 2 whole number 1 over 3. So therefore that's one solution of x we're going to get. Now going further, let's see how we're going to get the second one. From here, when y equals minus 1, so we recall that we have y equals x to the power of 3. So it's also implies that x to the power of 3 is going to be y is minus 1. We have minus 1 here, so I have minus 1 here. So now the next thing we're going to do is that we are going to take the cube root of both sides. We take the cube root of both sides. So the cube root of both sides, we're going to have x to the power of 3. We take the cube root equals the cube root of what? Of minus 1. So now if you want to know what will be the cube root of minus 1, it means that which value will multiply itself 3 times, that will still give us minus 1. And that's only minus 1. I get it. It's still what? It's still minus 1, because minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1 will still give us minus 1. Okay, so the cube root of this, we cancel this, we're going to have x to be, so this is the cube root, because what we multiply itself 3 times, that will still give us minus 1, and it's still what? It's still minus 1. So we have our x to be minus 1. Okay, so quickly, can we check? Let's check. When you have x to the power of 6 minus x to the power of 3 equals 2 to the power of 1 over 3 to 6 minus 2 to the power of 1 over 3 all to the power of 3. This is going to give us 2. So we can see that here 3 we affect this one, we're going to have 2 to the power of 2 minus this 3, we cancel this, we're going to have 2. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4 minus 2. So we can see that we have what? We have this to be 2. So which means it's satisfied. Okay, so the next one also I would like you to do minus 1 to the power of 6 minus 1 to the power of what? Power of 3. Is this going to give us 2? Okay, so here minus 1 raised to power, this will give us 1. Okay, we have minus 1. So minus 1 raised to power 3 also will give us minus 1. So we can see that we're going to have 1 plus 1, which is the same thing as 2. And that's the solution. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the class, kindly share to your friends and family so they can learn from it. So I usually take my time so that those of us that are watching that doesn't understand the basic, of all these things we are doing. So that's why for those that are gurus, please bear with me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.